In this video, we're going to make an extension on our laws of exponents that we've been working with. And we're going to start talking about those fractional exponents that you all love so much. By definition, anything raised to the 1 over n power is equal to the nth root of that number. So that means that 2 to the 1/3 power is the same thing as the third root of that number 2. Or if we have 4 to the 1/2 power, that's the same thing as the second root of 4. And we know what the square root of 4 is. That's 2. So what we can do is start simplifying more complicated expressions. So when I have 343 to the 1/3 power, that's the same thing as the third root of 343. And I know the third root of 343, and if you don't, you can use your calculator to help you. And this can be simplified to. So 343 to the third power is the same thing as 7. Now a little bit more complicated would be 32 to the 1/5, so that's the fifth root of 32. And then I have plus 9 to the 1/2 is the square root of 9. The fifth root of 32 is just 2. And the square root of 9 is 3. So this expression can be simplified to 5. Now a fractional exponent can also have a numerator other than 1, like b to the 2/3. And we can write the exponent as a product in two different ways. The first is b to the 2/3 is the same thing as b to the 1/3 times 2. So think about that as the cube root of b, and that's being squared. Or we could write b to the 2/3 as b to the 2 times 1/3. So we're just flipping the order, and multiplication is commutative, so that's okay. And this is b squared to the 1/3, which is the same thing as the cube root of b squared. So these two things are equivalent. They're the same thing. So when I have b to the 2/3, it's either the cube root of b, quantity squared, or it's the cube root of b squared. Now I can use this idea to simplify 81 to the 5/4. My choices are 81 to the 5th raised to the 4th power, or 81 to the 1/4 raised to the 5th power. So this is the 4th root of 81 to the 5th, which is going to be 81 to the 5th is going to be a really, really big number. So I might prefer to use this option where I take the 4th root of 81 first, and then I raise whatever number I get there to the 5th power. So the 4th root of 81 is 3, and I'm going to raise that to the 5th power, which is 243. So you want to think about your options when you start a problem and choose what makes the most sense for you. Now there are some applications of these fractional exponents. For example, the approximate number of calories that an animal needs each day is given by C, the number of calories, is 72 times m to the 3/4, where m is the animal's mass in kilograms. So if I have an 81 kilogram panda, and I want to know how much it needs to eat each day, the number of calories is going to be 72 times 81 to the 3/4. So I start by writing 81 to the 3/4 as the 4th root of 81, and then we'll cube it afterwards. And remember, we did the 4th root of 81 a minute ago, The fourth root of 81 is 3, and then I'm going to cube it. So what I really need here is 72 times 3 cubed, and 3 cubed is 27. So this panda needs 72 times 27 calories, 1,944 calories. Now for the you try it. You're going to simplify these 4 expressions. They each come down to one number, and then you'll enter your answers in the Google form so that we can go over them tomorrow.